the 2 car.
League's a joke. It is all a joke. Fuck. Alright, there we go.
Yay, screen minimize. It's gone without me.
At least it wasn't a connection failure.
Well, if it was connection failure, I could at least come back and race.
Are you damaged?
Yeah, I went into the wall.
Oh, fuck.
Get ready. The pace car is in. Green, green, green. Let the pace car by.
Okay.
Or on your right. All clear, all clear. Got one on your left. Clear on the left. 6 plate. Got one on your left. Keep right there. Clear on the left. All clear, all clear. Got one on your right. Still there. Stay left. Still there. Clear on the right, or on your right. All clear, all clear.
I guess we don't know
You're
the
going
fucking
wrong
car.
way. Alright man, caution is out. Caution is out. Line up single file. Your road is closed. Exit up 3, car. Exit up 3,
Stupid fucking
car.
dude.
Left up 3, car by.
Safety car, turn 1.
Exit up 2, car. Exit up 2, car. now open.
What the fuck? Place is a joke. They drive you like fucking dipshits.
Alright, man, we're going green next time by. Line up single file. Heads up 2, R.
Restart box is from pit entry to the bridge.
Ready. The pace car is in. Green flag, green flag.
Alright, tight. You plan on continuing?
You got one on your left. Still there? Hold the line. Clear on the left. Got wheel man. Looks like your car is towed. You'll need to tow it back to the pit lane. Press and hold the reset button. We'll come get you.
He hit the sand trap and hit the wall.
Killed it. Is that you, Johnny? Did you kill it? Yeah. I killed it too, probably at the exact same time. My thing looks like my shit's messed up, man. I can't even believe I got to drive for as long as I did. Looks like a little dart.
Y'all are lucky I don't make the schedules now, because at this point, it'd just be like Watkins Glen Classic, Sport, just like easy shit. It's like, fuck these right turns and shit.
Is there gonna be a difficult road
imagine if
course
I
in the
was-
schedule next season?
Imagine if I was actually able to do
Long Beach, I
do a lap
guess.
of qualifying if it would have been done on schedule, the sessions. And maybe I wouldn't have crashed so soon. You
Yeah,
wouldn't have
well,
three people racing.
I thought I'd put up the session correctly in the first place, and the session was going to Darlington, so I had to scramble. And then I thought I'd put it up in such a fashion that
Wait a minute.
We don't
we
need
actually
all this
time, and then lo and behold,
toxicity. It's fucking.
it fucked up again.
I'm gonna amend the incident report to include the second incident.
Whew.
For you, but you're not gonna like how it turns out, so.
Ban everyone. All of them.
It doesn't make a
That's
difference
not-
anymore at this point anyway. I mean,
It really doesn't, so.
no, it doesn't, because no matter what you say, you have to have a 3-hour argument to get any points across, so it's no point.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Honestly, the whole it not being included is my fuck up because I had forgotten to relay that.
Yeah, it's Will's fault.
What?
So it's Will's fault.
I know, fuck me, right? Actually, you're not my type. I'm terrible with voices, so I don't actually know who that was.
Taylor.
You sounded a little different this week.
Yeah, actually, come to think of it.
Wait, me?
Yeah. Might just be the way your mic's positioned or something.
Yeah, it's just that Rift headset, man. I really don't
Okay.
even know where the mic is at on this thing. I just kind of put the helmet on and hope this out.
It just works.
It just does what it says.
Shit. So that's like what now? Four people that run here that run the Rift?
Just makes my face so sweaty.
You're looking at 3 now.
Wait, are you on the Rift, Johnny?
No. Nope.
No. So Taylor's on the Rift, Danny's on the Rift, Dylan's on the Rift.
I'm a single
The other
screen.
guy.
I don't know
I
if you
forget who
consider
the
him
other
part
guy
of the
is.
league anymore.
Huh? Part of the league, what?
So I don't know if you can consider Dylan part of the league anymore.
Why? Did I miss something?
Nothing in particular.
Okay, Johnny. Okay.
Oh shit.
Okay. If we want to, we need to end this conversation now, since Dylan is not present.
Yeah, we weren't even talking about Eckhart there. We were talking about Dylan Lee.
Oh, that's who the other one was other
Dylan Wee.
No, Dylan Ackert has a
Lee
rift
has
as
one
well.
as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Double
'cause the
Dylan.
first, I'd forgotten about Dylan Lee. He was the other one I was thinking of. I knew Acker did.
I didn't know about Eckhart, so I thought we were talking about Lee.
I knew exactly where this was going.
I mean, I did too. Come on. Oh, I can't even fucking use this program correctly, man. I don't know how you do it, Will, but I can't.
Wait, check your private message. I thought I sent you an image.
Oh, okay. If you did, then that'd be a lot easier.
Yeah, I thought I said something, but maybe I didn't.
Oh, yeah, you did. I didn't check it because okay. Yep, that is it. Thank you. That's easy.
Oh.
Halfway.
Fuck this track. Fuck this state. Fuck this region. Fuck the cheese.
This region doesn't know what a real modified is.
Clearly, there's... I don't know. We need to cut this bickering and toxic crap. If you want to talk about stuff, let's talk about it now. Address some issues.
I don't know what you need to hear, because
Well,
I heard from a third party that just happened to be in the party at the time about that so-called block, which I don't even know what anybody's talking about. That was even brought up, and then
it wasn't one case. We didn't do anything.
Well, you have a sit-out admin. If I was actually blocking somehow,
Well, no.
why
we
doesn't
weren't,
anybody say
but that's
anything?
what I mentioned it here because I don't feel like what Tim did was block, and it was pretty
Yeah, okay.
looking to what you did. So
What did I do?
Oh,
Because I still have no idea what I did.
well, I mean,
That's what I'm trying to get across to you.
gather a replay, but if I mean,
I just need a lap then.
okay.
Tell me what I'm talking. Tell me.
See if I can go forward, find just for some argument.
Because I know this has been a discussion for a while.
Well,
I know
it's
that
not,
this has been brought up when I'm not here a few times.
It's not because it's not anything. That's why it's not that big of a deal. It was like a Pruitt fade. It wasn't anything that was illegal. It was something that we would call is perfectly within the bounds of the rule books, if not, you know.
So why was
I
it
guess
called the
good
block?
defense. It wasn't called the block.
You said it was blocked before.
Well, that's just what. Well, you were calling the thing that happened with Tim block, and so I said if you want to call that a block. then I
Well,
can pull that.
Well, if the track limitations, if the white line is the limitation on the track and the car in front of you or next to you, as it was, comes down, that's technically a block, is it not?
Let's get this.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, because I don't.
Call it what you want, but that's what I assume.
What are you guys even fighting about?
I don't know.
For a 2-minute conversation that went on before. You don't need to be here. I need to start
I'm
fighting.
actually here for the record, and this is the hauler where I'm allowed.
Tim inspired.
I didn't say
Jeff
that.
Jeff wants to cut out all this argument and stuff. So that's why I wanted to bring you down here and just try to figure this out because, you know, Will made a mistake with the putting up the room. It happened. I felt it the next two things that you did. It's just a mistake.
Yeah, no, well, still, it's just the point of the matter that everything was done early instead of later, which usually never see. When someone makes a mistake, you don't start qualifying earlier than usual.
No one's perfect.
Yeah,
I get
well,
that,
I mean, the
but
mistake, like that.
Almost
We
every-
just we don't want like the going in. Just seems a bit much. I don't. But I'm pulling up to Michigan right now. Going to the last lap. But I mean, here it is. So now let's get this. So Will didn't talk to me about actually reviewing this, and I wasn't going to because you hit him, but it wasn't anything of consequence, and really, any
Well,
of
my
the
momentum was done, was already toast, coming off the 4 from the original contact. So
I mean,
I was trying
you
to
just-
side draft. I mean, what do you want me to do?
No, well, let's.
I'm just saying.
Conversation there. That's what I'm like.
I need
but-
clarification.
Well, that's what I'm trying to fucking do.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about Michigan. I'm talking about
Because I'm not on. Indy was just.
You want to see your own Pruitt fade to what? Rub it in our faces that Tim
No, I
did
wanna-
the same block as you did?
Well, I want to know exactly. No, what I'm trying to say, and was what I said to Chitin before when I got pulled down here the first time, was I want to understand why. Well, or when I got moved, or whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, when I want to know exactly where, and I've brought this up a couple times in the past, I want to know exactly what the heck everybody's talking about when they talk about Indy and me quote-unquote blocking. I need a lap, and I need to see exactly what you're talking about, because it is behind my back talking about it is
Worried
getting
about
insane.
people talking about it. Who's talking about
I know for a fact
Look,
that it
I
was
brought up-
being
hey,
discussed.
hold on, Jeff.
All
I brought
the
up-
admin team
I-
was
I
discussing
brought
it,
up-
and then they call it a block, but no one
it?
ever
We
tells
don't
me
talk
about it.
you, Johnny. That's
I'm not
us
saying
talking.
that. I'm talking about after Indy.
Hold on,
You guys
Jeff,
were in the
Jeff.
channel and you were discussing it, and no one came to talk to me about a block, which was called a block at the time. It was still called a block
was-
today.
You're assuming when.
Jeff,
I'm not assuming. I know exactly what was said.
Calm down. I did call it a block.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much.
That is the word I used. But in context, I was using it because you were calling what Tim has done over here a block, and
Well,
I don't see it as a block.
Okay, well,
So that's,
Right.
yeah, I was comparing the two. That's what I was doing. But I mean,
No. Hold on.
I don't have an exact instance from Indy because there were multiple, but I can pull up one if you would care to see one.
yeah, I'd like to see
We'll-
something.
I will do that. I will do that in a second. But I do have.
Would you stop? Would you stop for a second?
Okay, what do you want?
I'm coming to your defense on this. The move that Tim pulled was ending on the definition of block. Under the same definition, vaguely I'm remembering it was about like 5. Before the first two cautions, there were 2 instances where you pulled a very similar move and it didn't use. As it's been a while, I'm forgetting exactly the lap, but I know it was before the first yellow, and lap 5 does ring a bell.
But how come, just, now, let me get this straight too then. How come I have to come to this point when I've asked about Indy and I've asked about Michigan? I have to have this quote-unquote argument again in order to understand, to even get a general range about what Indy was all about.
Oh,
And why that's being used as a comparison.
wasn't
Because I don't,
relevant to the conversation until.
well, I've asked about
Rose.
Indy the last few weeks at various points.
I wasn't
Can I say something and then I'll leave?
on Indy, so. But yeah, Jeff.
Don't come into general chat with these things. Get a hold of an admin. We'll bring you down to the hollow. We'll talk about it. If I catch you in general doing that again, you will be banned from general.
I didn't bring this. I didn't start this today, so don't even.
If you want to get loud,
I did not start this today,
admin,
buddy.
go to the hall. I'm just saying, do not
I
bring
did-
toxicity into my chat, or I will ban you from general chat.
You're funny because I was the one who requested a review
That's-
last week,
That's it.
and
That's it.
This isn't general chat though. This is the hauler. This is where I'm supposed to
Yeah,
be able to
I'm
discuss
not-
it, right?
This is where you're
Or
gonna
is-
discuss it from now
Okay,
on.
so can I discuss it
General
or
chat,
not?
leave the top.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so exactly. So let me get this straight then. How am I the bad guy when it comes to the general chat discussion here? When I was requested, and I asked about it last week about the review, and I start getting shit on about a block from Indy comparing it to a block from Indy, which I had no recollection of, and I asked about a number of times beforehand.
Again, look, that was just a. So I was just trying to get a comparison. You already came in with the general. I guess he's saying toxicity, but with the other stuff, I'm
With the
over
server.
that. I don't.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm over that. We're being stricter. We are being stricter this week as compared to last week on the radio shit after the Travis and Chris crash. So you're just the first one to get that. But that's anybody.
The first time for anything, right?
Well, do we want to have this fucking bickering or do we not? We're trying to cut this shit out.
I'm trying to understand what's going on. I just need some. I'm
Yeah.
still. Yeah. Okay. Just
I know.
continue. Go ahead.
I know. So, Michigan here, this is as I see it. Tim, you're following Tim and you're both tracking up out of the corner. You cut underneath him, he goes to pinch you, and he does pinch you, and then he kind of spaces out, and then you guys make contact when you go to side draft on him. I don't see anything there that I can penalize. And if you want to talk to Indy, I can get the exact lap in a second. But for Michigan, you're in tow, and you both track out. And then you cut down, and he cuts down, but he doesn't block you because you're already alongside.
I don't know. Maybe it was netcode then, because on my end, his car was all the way within my front wing, and it completely killed my
Well, that must have
my
been
stuff
netcode
then, because
the replay shows that you guys aren't making contact.
Oh, well, that's see. Well, there you go.
So,
There's the first part of it, because on my end, which is the only part that I've seen, is
fair.
where he's 3/4 of the way down half of the way down my front wing.
So then it was a netcode misunderstanding, more or less. 'Cause he pushes up out of the corner. He's in my arrow wash. You're right behind him, so I wouldn't call that a block on anyone. And then he does put a squeeze on you. At most, I would give that a warning. But on the last lap, I'm not even really. On the last lap, I wouldn't even really classify that as anything over a line. He does put the pinch on you, and then you go up to side draft, which is a slight contact. That's nothing. But I like I said, I just don't see anything that's worthy of
Alright, because I'll send you a picture of what I saw on my end. So
yeah, that's fine. I can send you a video if you want, just like a little snippet of our replay.
That's fine. My end, you don't mind. I just need to see exactly what happened then, because on my end, like I said, like he was all the way down on my front wing.
And he pinched down on you, but there wasn't contact. So.
Well, it was a netcode car contact then, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
there was a car
that
contact.
might have been what it was, but there wasn't any physical contact about that. Yeah, I'd even say there was a netcode contact because your wing gets slightly bent, so you probably were right on your end, if I were right on my end. It's just the way it fucking happened. Get into the Road American session, so we'll do this Indy thing real quick. But it was like the specific one, or the big one, was like lap 5. And what happened was you and him pulled out at the the same time. We just kind of both kept going down to the white line. It was, we would have notified you if it was illegal, but it wasn't, so we didn't. So that's what Tim was making reference to probably when you asked for clarification. I wasn't sure if that was. He was, you know, he was upset about it, but Will told him that it was within the bounds of the rules, what you did, and that was that. So I brought it up today because what you were describing, I didn't know that you guys had netcode contact. That was not brought up at any time. But I mean, it looks fairly similar. But in this instance, you both move kind of at the same time, but the lead car moved first. In this instance, you both moved at the same time.
Your fourth place. There you go, man. Good job.
That's really all I have to say. I'll move this back up to general. We didn't want any.
Yeah, because mainly, because my main issue regarding Indy then is after that contact or that block, quote unquote, that was discussed at the time. I'm just gonna call it that now because we've gotten so far.
We've got
Regardless of what it actually was or wasn't, later on in the race, I got put in the wall. So
yeah,
I mean,
later on in the race, you got put in the wall by someone totally different.
No, it didn't. Well, not not that time. Not the incident you're talking about. You might be thinking
Indy?
of. Yeah, later on by Tim.
It wasn't. Well, I've got the replay right
But
here. I can fucking
I don't know which lap it was,
that,
but I'm just saying. Regardless, that's why when I heard that there was conversation and strong conversation about a block at Indy, and after that incident, there was then that incident where I got put in the wall, straight up put in the wall, because it looks like he just fades, like decides he's gonna fade out in the middle of the corner, even though I'm on his outside, and I drove myself into the wall because I'm an idiot, instead of just taking him with me. Same, very, very, very similar to what happened in Michigan, only a lot closer.
Okay. Road America session is starting, so if you want to go back up there, you're free to. But I have your complaints.
Yeah, I'm not protesting anything about it, but I'm specifically asking because
it's important for us to communicate. I haven't gotten any, like anything on any of this before, especially the Indy crash. Okay, see, I'm looking at this. I mean, again, I saw this earlier. Didn't make the report because there was fucking 4 pages worth of stuff, and I was only including, I still probably wouldn't include this because it was a single car deal. But yeah, he just got checked up and behind me, and
it's over.
you got checked up behind him, and you're in the wrong
Great
place.
job, driver.
Looks like you opened the wheel up, tried not to hit him, and put yourself in the wall. But that had nothing to do with the block.
I know, which is what. But regardless, the point that I'm trying to make is that if this was a discussion about a block at the time, then it would need to be discussed about getting put in the wall for a similar move.
Well,
because
wasn't.
Are you looking?
A similar
where is this incident that you're looking at about getting in the wall? What lap is that?
66.
That's coming out of 1.
Yeah.
Back up for a second, if you may. I just want to get some context because I don't exactly remember the incident you're referring to right now. I distinctly do remember the incidents involving you and Tim earlier on in the race as I was live adminning. The incident we're referring to now where you got put in the wall, you say, was this coming out of a corner?
This was in the middle of the corner where I got tracked out. I got tracked out, put in the wall when I was next to him. We were side by side.
It was a restart. And you weren't really side by side with him.
I don't know. I'm going to look anyway.
I vaguely think I actually remember this now.
The things just got checked up, and wasn't.
Was this just vaguely here? Did Johnny have? I'm asking you, Chitin, because you're looking at it right now.
I have it open too now.
Okay.
I
Did
got it.
Johnny have approximately the front wing alongside of Tim, if that?
If that.
Well, here's the thing about it is down the straightaway, it's pretty simple. You keep the car going straight. In a corner, there is variance in the line. There's variance in the line that you'd be taking. Therefore, there is more leeway regarding that. Frankly, a lot of the shit Tim has done this season, and including even last season, I really don't like it.
He's been way over. I mean, you know, he's been aggressive. He's put himself in some dangerous spots. I don't think anybody's played it now.
Okay, I just looked at the Indy thing you were talking about. That's nothing considered a block because I left a whole lane on the bottom for it.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I know.
if you have the exact, but like
I'm talking lap 5 on the backstretch.
lap 5 on the backstretch,
Where
I'm not.
I decided to choose the bottom, but when I saw, to protect the bottom,
That's
but
exactly what it was, but.
well, I'm looking at it right now. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I can't just pull hard left on the corner exit with the setup.
Yeah, I don't think lap 5 was the right one, but.
No, there were two. Lap 5, I believe, was one, and the other one actually may have been like lap 2. Lap 2. Yeah. Either way, they were both
gap,
early, they were both
others
before the
move
first
on up.
I
And
mean, here's the thing.
Go.
Neither time we deemed him to do anything.
Go.
Any action. So
exactly. Correct. No, the thing is, it appeared, and this is from an outside perspective. I'm not driving the car. I can't say with 100% certainty what is going on. I can make my best judgment based on what I am seeing in front of me.
Correct.
And what hints is why, because I could not say with 99% certainty, oh yeah, he's blocking. No, I watched you. You moved down at the same time, if not a touch before, literally a snap of the finger before him. That is why there was no call made there. The incident with Tim, and this, I can't speak for Chitin here, but this is what, upon my watching it, I see having happened, is I do not see Tim moving down slowly enough to where it was reacted. It appeared to be y'all moving down. While he may have moved down slightly afterwards, it was essentially at the same time. I saw it the same as Chitin did, where there was no net code. I saw him leave you a lane. I saw him move back up the track once he realized that he was chopping you.
And you're talking about Michigan.
There probably was net code now.
And we're talking about Michigan?
Really closely. Yeah.
I'm talking about both incidents here.
Because
I'm talking about, from my perspective, as the owner of this thing, what I see, as I wrote the rules, I know what they are intended to do. I'm telling you what I saw in both instances, so that you understand what we're doing and what, essentially, how this works. How does it supposed to work? It doesn't always work perfectly. We are human. In fact, out of everyone in this league, probably the most fallible person here is me. I am the biggest fuck up in this league, but by damn, I am not going to let it fail.
Okay, now back. Now,
do you have your assurance, Johnny?
What?
Do you have what you need from those incidents on our behalf?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, I can stay down here and continue.
Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else to discuss then. I mean, it's
just I think it was unfortunate, and the netcode I'm seeing now, because iRacing does that weird thing where it causes damage for like a split second and then it goes back to being fixed. So I couldn't tell, but it's unfortunate, but it's just something that happens in sim racing. Those netcode contacts, and I don't think he made any explicit intent to stop your progress within outside of the bounds of the rules, and That's what the rules entail.
yeah,
so
absolutely.
you
After
can't.
race,
I mean, if he's not blocking, there's not. You know, he was pinching you. He wasn't actually doing anything outside of the rule. So that's all I have to say.
Are you happy with what you heard, Johnny? Or are you gonna go outside of this and mock us for the way we handled?
Well, he's
Right
within
away
his right
from that.
to do that. You can't fucking.
No, it's fine at this point, I guess. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, I mean, you
yeah.
can tell me if it isn't. I mean,
Will, can you
there's nothing
move me up
else.
to general? This I want to be up to.
I just want to say something right quick. Johnny,
Yep.
you're not big in general and or anything like that. So I understand. I'm not gonna. I've dropped the ball so much this season, and I'm sorry for that. And the same goes to you, Jeff. I said This is a general thing, but it just happens to be only the three of us in here. This is a general case. I've dropped the ball so much this season. I dropped the ball in the Michigan deal. I should have said something to Kite. That's all on me. But and give me 1 second.
I just went and looked at Michigan, and my stream, my replay doesn't even show the netcode the same way anymore. But I have it on stream, so I know what I saw that day.
Sorry, I just had to make a quick comment to Jeff. Not to sound like we're trying to hide something, but it's like an internal thing we need to work on.
Oh, did you miss what I just said then? We're about the replay.
Sort of.
Yeah, because my replay, I just went and opened the replay of Michigan, and I guess I see what you see now, but thankfully I have my stream because the stream shows exactly what I saw that day, and as I sent, from my point of view, it looks pretty much like a block, and it didn't look netcode-y at the time either, but apparently it was. Because like looking at my replay, like we're nowhere near each other, but if I look at my stream replay from what I saw that night, we made contact. We made a lot of contact.
Which I get because iRacing just likes to be weird as shit.
Yeah, because we had a 0x that turned into a 4x for car contact on that one. So
yeah,
the fact there was a lot of contact.
Yeah, which that is not at all what I was seeing. You got to move Tim out about 1.5 feet or 2 to the right there for where I was.
Yeah, and I just looked at my version of the replay, and I guess the netcode doesn't transfer the same way in the replay of it all, but yeah, I see exactly. I think I see what you see now because there's a gap now.
Yeah, because what I would be willing to bet is that because as the race is happening, you see what iRacing, essentially what your computer is communicating back and forth with iRacing on, and that's what it assumed Tim was at that point. But then after, I guess you leave the session, it's able to save, it's able to gather all the correct information on where everyone was, or closely thereabout.
Yeah, it gets the better info about what actually happened.
Yeah. Just right quick, the picture you just sent, is that what the replay is showing now?
Yeah.
Okay, that looks right to me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I see. Yeah, that's what I see in the replay now. So I saw what I saw in the car and what I saw after, and then what I see in the replay now, and it's like nothing.
Yeah. I apologize for all this. It's still
no,
on
it's fine. It's fine. I just want everything clarified, and because it's getting, because to me, it's getting to the point where it just seems like every single time I race, there's a run in between myself and Tim, and if it's not myself and Tim, it's someone else, and just I don't know, it just feels like it's everybody versus Tim sometimes, and especially considering how many run-ins we've had, I sometimes feel like every time I'm around him that, especially towards the end of the race, I'm either gonna find myself spinning or something else, or we're all just gonna end it all together. So
Okay.
that's
Well,
that's why I'm being extremely particular about everything now. So want everything clarified to the point so I understand what's going on.
understood. So, well, here's what I've got to say pretty much to how things have gone so far. If you check your messages, I sent you a draft copy of what we're working on. I'm rewriting everything for next season. We're coming down, I don't dare say harder. Hi, Steven.
Hey,
What's up?
are you sure this is the updated set?
Yeah, I checked it.
Doesn't feel like it. It feels
The one-
terrible.
It's the chitin one.
I haven't loaded the session, but it should be.
Yeah, it's the chitin one.
Uh,
The weather appears to be right when I check it.
Yeah, which one did you think was better, 2 or 3, Steven?
Also, Dylan, are you cool being down here? Good. I just moved you up since you joined Johnny and other chat.
Oh, I was just seeing what the hell fucking Johnny said this time to get jumped on to everyone luck, and Johnny's in the hallway. I'm like, oh boy, what the hell did he say this time?
He called me a noob and that he was gonna teabag my face while I sleep.
TMI.
Oh, okay. If I say that's offensive,
No.
like a Call of Duty thing. Doesn't all Call of Duty people do that?
No.
Pretty much.
Where I was coming from. But I'll step back for a second. Things we're going to be coming down a lot stricter for season 5. Things are going to be a lot more in line. I'm essentially not writing off this season as a lost cause at this point, but it's like things had better just work themselves out for what they can. We'll enter the off season. We'll come at it with a new approach. For season 5.
I mean, it makes sense. It has not exactly been the most ideal of seasons, but
This has not been a good season.
no.
It's not been a good season. There's no reason to sure.
Yeah.
Up to this point, I've been so fucking overwhelmed with work and school and trying to keep this ship from crashing that it just hasn't worked. I'm finally getting to the point now where I've got the time and I'm looking at things and I'm just, it kind of just is what it is. So we just got to work with what we got. We'll move forward and we'll right the ship.
I thought I'd come back down here because you guys hadn't come up yet. So
I mean, it's just basically me ranting and talking now.
yeah, well, that's what I figured.
But yeah, so Johnny, I went ahead and sent you a draft version of the rule book. Look at it. Tell me what you think. Dylan's already seen it. And as you were doing so, do me a favor, because if you remember, I messaged you something about I wanted to